Social media is like fire. You can use it to heat your food and warm your house, or you can use it to burn your neighbor's home down.
Welcome to Spaghetti Junction. My name is Garrett.
My name is Bruce.
We talk about things. You just
don't know where they're gonna go.
Dude,
How's it?
good. What? First of all, before we go too far, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to bring our faithful audience into this very day?
We are going to chat a little bit about social media's impact on this, on us, on the human race, on the human culture, on how we live our lives from day to day.
Yeah.
So this should be yet another fun rabbit hole to tumble down.
I think we actually know all the rabbits by name.
I think so.
Oh, I think we're actually friends now.
I don't know. Those rabbits are like,
Here comes Bruce and Gareth.
Geez, here comes Bruce and Gareth. Here comes Bruce and Gareth.
Woo, okay, guys. Pat on the hatches.
Brace yourselves.
Yeah, brace yourself. Exactly. Exactly, dude. Dude, I got to tell you some things at work that really irritate me.
Oh, please do.
Great.
I'd love to hear about people's co-workers. Is it co-workers or just like situations at work?
No, co-workers.
Awesome.
Although, bear in mind, I'm not actually. I mean, I'm part of the group, but because I'm not there full time.
Yeah.
We are still co-workers. Anyways, one of the things, and they do something, but it's so many people do it. Drives me mad. Is when their phone rings. Okay, the phone is right next to them.
Yeah.
They'll let it ring for about 5 or 6 seconds.
Yes.
To let people know what their ringtone is. Like, it happens all the time. It's like, great, I know you have friggin' YMCA as your ringtone.
Wow.
Okay, maybe not them. But the point being, dude, is that they will leave it playing. The phone is right on the desk next to them. It's almost as if they are flexing whatever ringtone they have, and then they answer it. I don't get it.
Phone flexing.
Phone flexing. Yeah. That is so irritating.
Says Bruce as he grabs his phone to put it on airplane mode.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, that's actually a very good point, Bruce. I'm actually must do that as well. Otherwise, it plays with our sound and messes everything up. We don't want that.
Because we like to be sort of at least a little bit professional here at the Spaghetti Junction podcast.
We do, Bruce, especially with our beautiful setup.
I know.
In fact, we will probably put this a picture.
Yeah, we got some photos coming up on Instagram.
Definitely.
Sort those
so
out
if you need to see what we look like, how awesome this sound setup is, Instagram it is, people.
That's it. Follow us at the underscore the spaghetti the.
Well, even if you type in the Spaghetti Junction podcast, it'll show up.
Oh yeah, you don't have to put the.
So you don't have to put the little underscore dot bam bam.
Thank goodness, that was feeling like way too much.
I know. I was thinking this is not going to be good for you. The other thing. There's one, okay, like everybody sneezes, obviously. There's one co-worker. When she sneezes, it sounds sexual.
Dude, if you've got a voice recorder on your phone, you are going into work tomorrow morning.
I actually need to do that next time.
We gotta hear it.
Now look, I won't get it right, but this is roughly how it sounds. So prepare yourselves, everybody.
I'm bracing myself.
Bruce is like, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear this.
This could get
la 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 la.
Oh, say can you say?
Yeah. So bear in mind, people. This is not me. I'm just playing the part. It's really awkward right now. Don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, my word.
So it's roughly like a. I'm like, what the.
Wow.
I'm like, find yourself a room.
Okay, all right. But now this begs the question. Because we all know where Bruce is going to go with this.
Do it, Bruce.
Because Bruce can be predictable like that.
And dirty.
Well, hey, my mom listens to this podcast.
Does she really?
Love you, Mom.
No, but does she really?
I did tell my parents about it. I don't think they listen too much, though.
Yeah, I mean, but like, the less we know about our son, the better for us. We don't have many years left on ourselves. We don't want to know anything more. Yes.
The sneezing lady.
Yep.
Is she rather good looking? Is she hot?
Well, it depends on hot to you and hot to somebody else.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
She's a good-looking lady, sure.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's great.
What was that question for?
I just want to know if she's hot or not.
Okay. So you don't really care about this emphatic sneezing. You just care about what she looks like.
No, because you want this. You want a sexy sneeze to come from a sexy girl.
You're so wrong. I thought I was bad.
Oh no, trust me,
After our last conversation, that wasn't on a podcast. We said we should probably record it, but probably it wouldn't get out. There is like 18 S in LV, and then we actually added a whole pile more from the alphabet. That's not going to come to air, guys. I'm sorry. Would have been fun, but we either would have a lot more listeners or one left. So yes.
Well, talking about getting traction on YouTube and all of that kind of thing.
When did we speak about traction on YouTube? We didn't talk about it.
Well, getting listeners and...
Oh, I see. Okay, no. I was just trying to see where you're coming from.
Oh, my word.
Oy. It feels good to laugh after our last few episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think we are getting pretty good on our podcast. I'm just blowing our own horn. That's fine because nobody asked for it right now. But I think we get some serious. We actually do serious pretty well.
I think we did.
And then we do really healthy, relaxable.
We
just need to be real. I mean,
that sort of cathartic
yes
release after such a heavy podcast with something we can both just laugh.
Oh yes.
So
yes, Bruce.
You are very much on about this crazy boxing match that's coming up in.
It was meant to be this month, but it's now been put on hold to possibly April or May.
Okay.
And there's a few kind of explanations why, and no one's really going to tell the truth.
Okay, so tell us who is fighting. What the heck is this? Because it sounds like a complete.
Oh, I'm focused on this big time. I don't know why.
To me, it feels like it's going to be a social media dumpster fire. But that's just me. Well, it could be interesting. I don't know.
Okay, well, look. This is all based around boxing and based around YouTubers and so forth. So some of you guys may know social media, YouTube, TikTok. Some may not. I would say slightly invested, into this whole YouTubers, and I just find it fascinating. I follow Logan Paul, and many are going to say Logan Paul. Shit, a lot of people do not like Logan Paul. A few years back, he did the worst thing that he could have done. Yeah. He went to Japan and acted like a hooligan at his age. I mean, now he's more mature, so he's less a hooligan. Mm-hmm. But at that point, it was a few years ago, and he went to Japan, to film things. Did silly things like he had a life-size Pokemon ball and threw it at passing people because it was Japan. He thought it was funny. What he did do that almost wrecked his whole existence, and somehow he came back, which is why I'm impressed by what he. Okay, I would imagine I will get haters from this, and that's fine, because I've learned other people like Logan Paul, or they just don't stand him. Anyway, so he went to a suicide forest in Japan, which is well known for people going there to end their life, basically. That's just what it's known for.
Documentaries and movies about it. Yeah.
That's why it's known for. He went there to film a vlog, should I say,
yes.
And ended up filming a dead body and laughing about it and filming it and releasing it on YouTube. And obviously it went one way. It just, everybody hated him, like everyone. Yeah, YouTubers, friggin' actors, musicians, they just dumped like an elephant turd on him constantly.
Basically, here was the line.
Oh,
and here goes Logan Paul pole vaulting over the line.
like his best height ever.
Envelope pushed,
yes.
Basically.
Oh, yeah. He freaking... yeah, so obviously that was a dumb thing to do, and he paid dearly for a long time.
Right.
he got removed temporarily from YouTube channels, and from monetization was also dropped for a while. And from that point, look, he did apologize, because, I mean, look, what he did was dumb. It was wrong. He's a young idiot and he made a mistake. So I'm not endorsing what he did. Absolutely not, because that's messed up. But what I do, what I do find not powerful, what I do respect from him is how he's managed now to get to a point where he's not doing dumb shit. He's actually he has a podcast running, which we know about, which is called Impulsive. That's a free dig. Again, I'm not saying listen to Logan Paul stuff, whatever. This is just part of our discussion. Google him, whatever, if you want to, or just don't listen to him. Point being that he's managed to pull himself up to the point now where he has, I just need to, he has about 22.5 million subscribers to his channel.
Jeez.
He's moved up, and it's just, to me, the way that he has managed to pull himself up, not do stupid shit, get himself back on track. I'm a huge fan of him, I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
So he has done, so basically about a year or two ago, it now came into being that YouTubers thought that they could box. It's hilarious. Like, you guys are fun, you know, and maybe you like the channel or not, but now the idea was we can box. So there was a boxing match that happened between there's a big YouTube influencer in the UK called KSI.
Yes, it was KSI.
Yeah, he raps. He's actually not a bad rapper. He's not terrible. He's not great, but I mean, recently he was on a song with Craig David, and it was not bad at all.
Okay.
So, anyways, he raps, but yeah, I mean, he's mostly YouTuber, and he there was a fight then between Logan Paul and KSI that was a draw, and then there was a secondary one that happened, and KSI managed to win that one.
Didn't you? What was the? You showed me videos of KSI getting flattened.
No, that wasn't KSI.
Oh, it was another dude.
That was a boxer called. I mean, a boxer. Actually, he's a basketball player. Nate Robinson.
Was it Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson.
And that wasn't.
That was against Jake Paul.
It was Jake Paul, not
Logan Paul's
Paul.
brother.
Okay.
Exactly. So anyway, so because they think that they're boxers, the only people that they've actually fought are actually not boxers.
Right.
KSI, sure, he can box, but he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul hasn't had like any massive fights like with real boxers. Jake Paul as well, who I think he's more of a punk than Logan Paul. Anyways, like him, hates him. They do what they do. They make a shitload of money. They don't care what we say.
No.
They don't even know who Spaghetti Junction podcast is. So I think we're safe.
But they will.
I think that nice. Exactly. So basically, the final ending of the story is that there was a back and forth between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, of all people, to a point where Floyd Mayweather accepted a pretty lucrative offer. Let's just say it pulls him out because to fight Logan Paul.
What was the amount?
I do not have it off the top of my head. I'll find it, but it's a few million.
Yes.
It's huge. No, it's huge. And unfortunately, I'm seeing a link with Floyd Mayweather, great boxer. Like he's unbeaten. Mm-hmm. He's fantastic. But he has a history of spending his money like crazy.
Okay.
So to a point now that I think that's the only major reason why he's taken the fight, because he needs a payday again.
He needs the bucks.
He needs a payday.
Okay.
So why find it? So basically, I mean, in the boxing world, for example, with Dana White, who heads up boxing and MMA or whatever. He's like big in what he does.
Yeah.
He's just like, what the hell is happening to my sport? To a point where
it's getting taken over by YouTubers.
A YouTuber can step in a ring with Floyd Mayweather,
and people actually pay money to come and watch this.
So now
spectacle.
now it has been postponed. One side of the camp says it's because of COVID, and they want people there like live, watching the whole show.
Yeah.
Other people are saying it's just not getting enough interest, so they're going to have to postpone it till later. Point being, it just fascinates me how much social media has come to a point where someone in YouTube can banter the heavyweight champion of the world, or was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, if someone does, it can go right ahead. Anyways, to me, he's the best boxer in the world.
Yeah.
Where someone on YouTube can banter and bring out Floyd Mayweather, does that not show the impact that social media has on our lives?
I think so, yeah.
That to me is the best example.
When your street cred is 22 million subscribers to your channel, people sit up and take notice. That's the new sort of...
That's exactly what it is, yes.
That's the new... They're e-celebrities.
Yes.
They sit in front of a camera behind a microphone.
Yeah.
Like what we're planning to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And people engage.
Yeah.
And because they're doing something that the normal guy in the street isn't doing, they're elevated to a point where 22 million people follow them and subscribe to their channel.
22.8.
22.8. Yes.
But now bear in mind, okay, he has 22.8 million. Of course, I would want to be in one of his videos. Why? Because 22.8 million people might actually see me, and a million people might say, "Oh, I'm going to follow him," or
absolutely,
"Oh, he's a boxer. I'm going to watch that fight." I would imagine a huge portion of his subscribers are not boxing fans. They don't even know who Floyd is. Floyd's clever.
But this entire culture of following on social media, it's an absolute phenomenon how it works.
Yeah, definitely.
Because now it's like when you let's take Instagram for an example.
Yeah, big. Yeah.
Forget about normal dating apps like Tinder and Bumble.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, for a lot of people, is like the number one dating app in the world. Yeah, because the thing is, and if your Instagram presence isn't up to par, if you're a guy and you tell a girl, listen, follow me on Instagram, let's get your...
Oh, wow.
It's not even about getting a girl's number anymore. Forget about a number. You get her Instagram, you get her to follow you, whatever.
No way.
She takes a look through your Instagram. That will be like, flip. Okay, how many followers does he have?
So
what are his photos looking like? What's he up to? Blah, blah, blah. He looks like... doesn't do much. Or it's like, man, look what this guy does on his Instagram. Like, okay, this is someone I could...
Wow. So pretty much the initial reason for Instagram in its birth has been completely flipped to what you're saying is more of a...
Pretty much.
A dating. Look at her, look at him, which obviously was not the initial...
No, not at all. But look at how much influence Instagram has over basically what we've come into now. When it comes to the dating side of things, is we've got what is called the global sexual marketplace. It's not just the people in your hometown. Okay.
Wow.
It's not just Sally and Susie who are the two hottest girls in a town of 5,000 people in middle America,
which is pretty good.
Because those two girls are getting hit up by guys all over the world. And if they're hot enough, maybe one of those guys will say, "Hey, I've got an apartment in Dubai. Why don't you come out? I'll fly you out.
Wow.
Come and hang out on my boat." Before you know it, you're seeing photos on her Instagram of her in Dubai.
Yeah.
She comes back home, and Johnny the quarterback of the local football team, who is supposedly the hottest guy in town, doesn't even figure anymore. And he wonders, what's happened to Susie?
What has happened to Susie?
I want to know. She went to Dubai and she
has never come back. Yeah.
Why would she want... So those guys in her hometown, they don't even stand a chance because she's just gone to Dubai because of Instagram and all that.
Wow.
It's crazy. So you've literally got this global sexual marketplace now where all that happens. Yeah, it's not just local anymore.
Scary. That's very scary and very shady.
Welcome to the world of social media.
Fake.
It's
sounds to me. It just feels very fake.
It's very, very real for a very, very small percentage of people.
Yes, you're right.
For the rest of the time,
For the rest of us plebs,
it is a fantasy that not a lot of people will get to. They'll aspire to it.
So,
yeah.
Speaking of of social media outlets and so forth, the one which is it's the most used right now is not Instagram, it is TikTok.
Oh yeah,
TikTok right now, it has taken
TikTok's blown up here.
Social media by fire for a huge amount of times. Another one that's very interesting. Her name is Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie D'Amelio. Okay.
Never heard of her in my life.
No, you wouldn't, because she's a youngster and she dances and. Anyways, why I'm bringing her up is that she's the first TikToker to break the more than 100 million subscribers.
Jeez.
She hit 108.
108 million subscribers.
108 million watch her dances and stuff. She's only 16.
Jeepers.
And the problem that I'm having with social media, especially with someone that age, there are haters.
Yeah.
You have 108 million, or you have people who are not subscribers. You know those ones who aren't, and they'll just go on your channel to cause shit. And she did something that was like so. They had a meal, as a family, because now it's her, then it's her sister, and then it's the parents. The parents I find it a little bit weaselly, because now they've now gotten onto the backs of their daughters.
Yeah.
And now they're doing their like own social media show on one of our channels coming up, like a Hulu, not a Hulu, but one of those channels. Exactly. It's sad, but and she also has the most views. Like it's 8.7 billion views. She's hit. Mostly she does dancing. But why I'm bringing this up? One, because that's crazy ass.
Yeah.
She's worth about 8 million right now, at the age of 16. Why I'm bringing it up, though, yes, that's all good and dandy. People are there are people out there who are trolls. They live to be vindictive, horrible, toxic. You can just see the bile coming out of my throat right now. She's 16. She's got so much to learn. She's dancing and she's doing whatever she does.
Yeah.
People have been so vindictive that they've actually caused her emotionally to be like hugely impacted, for the wrong ways.
Yeah.
So why I'm bringing it up is just showing also the impact that someone can make $8 million, mostly from dancing.
Yeah.
But can also be damaged emotionally for a huge portion of her life. And that's
that's it. And that actually that's
and somehow I know all about her family stuff. Sorry, I love my social media stuff. Somehow I know about this dancer who has a random family.
A little 16-year-old tick thought.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Sorry. Carry on, Bruce. I don't watch her dances. I'm just fascinated by this whole over 100 million and people being asses. Thank you.
And that story actually dovetails.
Dovetail. All right, cheers, buddy. Pass the whiskey round.
Dovetails. Jeez, almost got that wrong a second.
Is that actually terminology? Dovetails.
This dovetails into something that I want to.
What is dovetail? Besides the back of a dove. It's as much as I understand it.
Actually, see, this is where I can't wait to get onto video, because now I can actually show you what a dovetail would be. If you think about a dovetail joint in woodwork, I
failed woodwork the worst. I don't know idea.
When you're joining two panels of wood together in like a 90-degree corner, you sort of cut small parts out of up, and I'm bringing my hands together and putting my fingers together in a 90-degree angle together.
That's right.
Together.
So basically, when they merge together.
Exactly, and that is what we call a dovetail joint in woodwork.
Huh.
So
people, you've just learned something new, or maybe not. I definitely have. Thank you, dovetail. I'm liking where this is going.
You always rely on Bruce to find really cool little phrases.
I think it's pretty cool. Dovetail us in, Bruce.
There is there is a school of thought that, and I'd like to get your opinion on this because I'm very much in agreement with this.
Okay.
That social media as it is now is actually something that human beings are not actually ready for. What would you?
Well, I actually want to hear why you would say that, or why this person or whoever.
It's basically because technology has blown up. It's such a rate that because of this unprecedented way of how we can communicate and share information, that, and because of something like what you just said about this girl getting
hate and everything,
and all of that kind of thing, and the way social media is now, with, like I was talking about, the global sexual marketplace and all that kind of thing, and is it something that we as human beings are actually even ready for, because it's maybe blown up too fast in ways? I don't know if
so the question again from that was, are we ready for the social media?
Is the human race actually ready for social media as it is now? Are we actually prepared for it? Let's say psychologically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Maybe psychologically and mentally is the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much in one bubble, one little pill.
I wanted to. My quota of big words was lacking. So.
Well done. To me, are we ready? The answer is yes, because we have created what the social media is. It didn't create itself.
True.
So yes, there was, technology and all that kind of thing, but the only reason why our social media is so big is because the people who did it.
Mm-hmm.
So because the people did it, then obviously, I kind of see where you're going, but my initial answer from that is yes, because we have actually created the level of where the social media is, therefore we can handle it.
Right.
I don't know where you want to go from there. What do you think?
Well, I get you. We are. Where was I going with this?
You sound like me. I do that too many times.
Because in social media, we spoke on one of our previous podcasts about being a brand of me.
Yeah, we did.
What was something else that I was listening to? Someone that said that if it's free, you're the product. We are the product that's being sold on social media.
If it's free.
Because social media, you sign up for Facebook for free, you sign up to Instagram for free. If you're not paying for it, you're the actual product. You're the brand that's being sold on social media, whether you're selling yourself or whatever. So that's why we live in that age of the brand of me. If you're on social media,
sure,
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not on most of that stuff.
I mean, if you think of what I do on my Instagram. Yeah. Okay. Put out my photography. Now I do an acoustic cover from time to time.
That's right.
And that kind of thing. Plus, on my Instagram I also promote the Spaghetti Junction podcast.
What is your Instagram again?
My Instagram is BK Muso.
That's right,
so
BK Muso.
If you like.
Thank you so much.
Or go and follow the Spaghetti Junction podcast. So, like it or not, you're still on social media because you're becoming a YouTuber.
Wow.
And you're promoting a brand of me because you are involved in the Spaghetti Junction podcast. The Spaghetti Junction podcast is a product, is a brand of Gareth and Bruce.
So would you say that we are YouTubers?
I think we are, considering we have a YouTube channel.
So weird.
Like, wow.
What you say, though, is very fascinating, I think. And the interesting thing is that a lot of people act before they think. Like, one of the reasons, there were many reasons why I left Facebook.
Absolutely.
One of them is the infighting that goes across Facebook messages.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's toxic. And it's like, guys, can you not see that every friend linked, everyone on your site, on your Facebook page, is seeing the crap that you're doing?
Yeah.
It's just abhorrent to me.
I've made statements.
There's a word.
Abhorrent. abhorrent.
Abhorrent. That's right.
Yes, yeah, and you got the pronunciation right as well.
Abhorrent.
Wow. It's like another really warped episode of Sesame Street. Brought to you by the word abhorrent.
Abhorrent.
And the number 10. Right. We say we just don't know where that's going to go.
All right, carry on.
Went there.
So social media, yes, and Facebook and all that kind of crap, yes. People just.
I've made statements about certain things that I've believed, and man, have I gotten rocks thrown at me. And even my parents, because my parents would see my Facebook and they'd be like, sit me down and say, Bruce, I don't think that was very cool what you typed on Facebook.
When your parents come in, that's when you know.
And I'm like, okay, Mom.
And that was last week, wasn't it?
Fortunately not, because I can't get onto my Facebook page, which the story
that's right.
I told in the previous podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway. But, and you talk about this, like infighting and stuff like that, and fighting on social media and that kind of thing. One of the other statements I came up with was social media has turned an already small world into a global village.
Say that again?
Social media has turned an already small world.
Meaning what?
Everyone says the world has gotten smaller.
Really?
Because of...
I haven't said that. So it's not everyone. So what does that mean? The world's getting smaller?
Well, basically, if you think of how air travel has transformed the way we can travel to other countries. Yeah. Well, not now though, because we're all stuck in our homes because of friggin' COVID.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I know what you're saying.
And it's very easy to actually get to get to other places in the world, rather than get on a ship for 3 months.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So. That's why they've stated, the world has gotten smaller.
I see what you're saying.
But now, it's because of social media, it's almost like we're living in a village kind of setup, where everyone can know everyone's business.
Yeah, got you.
And so that's why they literally can call it now the global village. And what happens in a village? You get people who like each other, and you get people who don't like each other, and you get conflict and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's
fascinating.
That's why it's called. It's now called the global village. It's actually a thing. Quite interesting.
It's actually very. No, it is. How things are changing so fast.
So yeah, I mean, when we talk about now how social media has grown, and everything, it now has the power to influence an election.
That's correct.
I mean, look at what 2020 was.
Yeah.
2020 was the race.
Yeah.
Okay, like we first kind of saw social media and politics when Trump first got into office.
Oh, since he was in politics, is just blown up.
Yeah, but I mean, look at 2020, because we knew it was do or die.
Yeah.
Because it was coming up to the presidential race.
Correct.
And I mean, social media, you couldn't get away from.
It was everywhere. Yes.
You just couldn't get away from it. It doesn't matter whether you were on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. No. It was just everywhere.
I mean, and Trump was the first president who would tweet almost every day.
Yeah.
And that also, even if you don't like Trump, it's fascinating that he was a character. And again, it's a president of probably the most powerful country in the world,
pretty much,
who's utilizing Twitter that we all use.
Trump literally was your Twitter president.
Exactly.
He was the Twitter president.
Exactly. It's fascinating, isn't it?
I can't see Joe Biden doing that.
No, I don't think he really has that much time to sit and tweet while he's... No, I don't see him doing that either.
That's why Trump was such a rock star. He's busy running the country, but he still had time to
he was
tweet.
a rock star in some bizarre way.
I mean, freaking hell.
I'm the president, I can tweet.
I'll vote for that dude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You better not.
Ooh.
A bit too late, Bruce.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
The haters are going to come in the comments for me.
Yeah. I'm definitely Biden. But would you really?
I don't know.
But then again...
He's gone now, so it's the moot point.
It's American politics and we don't know much about it, but
no.
I love it. And I'm glad. Carry on.
And the other thing that social media has done is it's helped very small groups of people with particular sets of belief to have a voice that's so loud that it actually changes government policies.
Yep.
Think about things that have changed in governments. Okay, let's use America as an example.
Yeah, fair enough.
America coughs, the rest of the world gets a cold,
Gets COVID, yeah.
Well, let's hope it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. We're okay.
But, case in point would be maybe the LGBTQ community,
mm-hmm.
whereas that stuff like that has influenced the country on government level, where they've changed stuff, and there's still a very small group of people compared to the worldwide population.
Yeah.
But with such a loud voice.
Oh yeah.
It's mind blowing how that can actually happen.
Excuse the dogs, sorry guys. We love them.
And it's also allowed a very average type of human being with a particular skill set to influence the lives of I don't know how many people around the world. If you've got a YouTube channel teaching people something, or just talking about your beliefs.
Yeah.
If enough people get on board with you,
it's a movement.
Yeah, it becomes a movement.
Sure.
And so that's just pretty crazy.
Social media is powerful, dude.
It is. And I don't think we can talk. It's very powerful. I think it's, in so many ways, it's awesome. It's a phenomenon. It's incredible. I don't think we would ever be more aware of the talent and ingenuity that people have, that human beings have, if it wasn't for social media. I mean, you just have to go on your search engine through Instagram and you see the most incredible talent. You see the best of the best. And it's like it's drinking from a fire hose. It's just like it just keeps coming.
Yeah.
You know? So what have I got? A cool statement here. Social media is like fire. You can use it to heat your food and warm your house, or you can use it to burn your neighbor's home down.
Yo.
Okay.
Who's that from?
A very, very cool YouTuber. His name is Rollo Tomasi.
Okay.
One of the guys that I listen to on a regular
Not
basis.
a sponsor.
Definitely not.
And we're not saying you should listen.
But he just had a very cool. He one of his episodes was about social media, in particular about a documentary called The Social Dilemma, which came out on Netflix.
That's Netflix, yes, that's right. I need to watch it actually.
I still need. I think
it's actually on my Netflix.
You and I need to watch it. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So he did a whole breakdown of it. But I thought that was a cool. It's kind of like money. Think about money.
I like it.
So do I.
I
wish I had some more.
I would love some more, yes.
But money just is. It's not inherently good. It's not inherently evil. It's how you use it.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes, but money is not evil.
No, it's how it's taken.
Exactly.
I agree.
So you can use it for good.
Correct.
Or you can use it to buy horse tranquilizers.
I was going to say podcast mics, but you went the horse tranquilizer.
Well, okay, fine.
You have a fascination about horse tranquilizers. The last 2 episodes now, I've heard it. This one and the previous ones. What is it with you and horse tranquilizers?
I don't know. Maybe I just like saying the word tranquilizer. I don't know.
You do know they're very powerful.
I know.
What would you use it for? First of all, where would you buy a horse tranquilizer, Bruce? On the dark web or just from a vet?
Probably just from the vet. I don't think it's quite dark web material.
Well, I don't know, because from what you might want to use it for, it definitely doesn't sound... You don't have a horse, Bruce. You don't have a farm. Although, recently we worked out that you did live on a farm, the way that you spoke in one of our previous...
Oh, yeah. No,
South African episode.
No, we established I just come from the West Rand, bro.
We did actually, bro.
Which is almost like the same thing.
It's almost. Horse tranquilizers run amok on the streets. Yeah, good. But I'm just a little bit concerned.
And, even psychologists and people who have worked for social media companies have admitted that they design it to be addictive.
Sure. And
there have been studies made where there's been correlations between the alcohol, drugs, pornography, gambling, and social media addiction. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not new, but it's new to me.
Yeah, because it's...
So you can be an addict.
Yeah. And
you can literally go to a group and say, I'm a social media addict. Maybe not that intense.
It's probably
not as intense as other addictions, but I see what you're saying there.
But the whole, like, the dopamine, the anticipation.
Yes, there we go. Sure.
You know, I mean, I can be the same. I mean, I put up a new... just today, I put up a new just acoustic video cover
on Instagram. Yeah.
And every now and then I'm checking, have I got
how
likes?
Many views, how many likes?
How many likes? Whatever. And it's like, Bruce, what are you doing?
Yeah, because I shouldn't endorse who you are, but I hear what you're saying.
Exactly. Why? Because
absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's right, Bruce.
All right.
That's good, dude.
Yeah. We are at 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think we've done pretty well.
I think we have. And
hopefully you've learned a bit about social media. It's a fascinating thing. And maybe you just don't want to be part of the social media world. That's cool. I think it's difficult not to be.
I don't think it's possible.
Like I try my hardest not to be, but I just find some things that impact my. I allow things to impact my life.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree with you. I think you can try and not be involved. Do you think someone can live off the grid without any social media?
I think you could, but from just general socially human point of view, especially if you're wanting to date and all that kind of thing.
You can date by going to a pub or a club or a friend's house. You don't need social media for that.
Also true. But so many, I don't know if we can get away from it. I think totally get away from it.
I think that's a good thing to end on. Like, can we actually get away totally from social media?
Yeah. I don't know.
How much of a grip does it have on your lifestyle right now?
Yeah. Exactly.
When you wake up.
Absolutely.
There's a setting on YouTube where you can find out how much YouTube you've watched. Either every day, a week, a month.
I don't want to look at that.
I found it's like it can show you like how much YouTube you watched that day. I was astounded about how much. I didn't think I was watching much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the good question from my side is how much of social media is eating into your time, your family time, your lifestyle. How much of a grip? How much does its talons have on your soul?
How much has it ensnared you?
Yes.
I mean, I got to admit, my morning routine now, I get up, go make a cup of coffee, and I hop onto YouTube and I see what my favorite podcasters have done because I know they've just released new episodes, and I'll sit there.
That sounds like us.
Yeah.
Yes. Smacking wonderful. Thank you, Bruce.
Awesome, guys. This has been the Spaghetti Junction podcast.
That has been fascinating as always.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yes, and actually, thank you. We do have at this point right now we have about 9 or 10 subscribers.
We got 9, and I think we're on 24 followers on Instagram. So get us to our Instagram. Get our Instagram numbers up. Come follow us.
Yeah, because if you are following on Instagram, it doesn't take much time just because you are probably listening to the podcast anyway.
There you go.
Yes, you Instagram person. That's right. I'm talking to you. Talking to your soul. Because you like Instagram, which we are grateful. Go onto our YouTube channel and go subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Goodbye, people. It's been fun.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you at the next one. Bye.